Wait, say that again?
I said the man that you described is fairly common, right?
It is.
So how are you single?
I don't want a relationship.
Oh, you don't want one?
No, I don't. Not right now. I feel like I'm working on like my goals, and the cherry on top will be like the man of my dreams. And when I find him, I find him.
Do you really not want a relationship, or is it that every man has presented himself to you so far just doesn't meet your standards? Let's be honest here.
No. I have met some men that I'm like, wow, like I really can see myself marrying this man, having kids with him, like sharing a future.
Yeah.
I'm not ready, but at the same time, like obviously, like I don't want to be lonely. Like I want somebody to like hook up with, you know, text and shit like that. Like maybe I don't know. I don't really like texting, but you know what I mean. Like I really don't want a relationship and everything that comes involved in it.
Do you think maybe if you waited, you may not find him?
No, because if I found the man that was like I've found men that I was like, wow, I could really marry this man, but it just like something just didn't work out. Like we stopped after a few weeks, months, like we stopped hooking up for like some random reason. So it's like obviously he wasn't meant to be.
Let me ask you a question.
Let me hear it.
Do you think you have more value now in the dating game or later on when you're ready?
Value in like what though?
As in, do you think you're more attractive to the opposite gender right now or later on when you're ready?
I mean, it doesn't, I don't think that like, I don't know. I really don't understand the question kind of. I feel like, cause I'm like, obviously
let me be extremely blunt. Do you think you are more attractive to men right now at 26 years old
versus like what
versus
next year
when you're ready, a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years from now?
I think so. Yeah. I mean, I don't really understand why you think I wouldn't
What
be.
if I told you the answer to that question is you're actually more attractive right here, right now versus later on in the future, because men look at far different things in women than women do.
Listen, like I said, if I came across a man that I thought was like, I was ready to be in a relationship with, yes, 100%, I would get into a relationship with them. And there have been men recently that like I've tried to start a relationship with. It just didn't turn out to be a relationship, and that's okay. So like, I'm not forcing it. So like, you know what I mean?
Well,
like,
here's the thing. You're kind of playing an interesting game here because you said that you don't want to be lonely. You do want a man eventually, yet the man that you're seeking, more than likely you as a higher earner, etc., he's going to value certain things that you might not necessarily be aware of. And I would say probably you're not aware of based on your answer to my question. Men value youth universally in women. And as you get older, I hate to say it, ladies, your value does go down. But the man's value doesn't go down as he gets older. So my question is, if you're up right now in the casino, why would you wait and take a risk and potentially leave down?
Listen, I don't know. I just really don't want to be in like a serious relationship right now. So I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I get that you don't want to be in one now.
Yeah.
But I mean, these are kind of like the tough conversations that like women need to have with themselves. They think, okay,
No, I thought about
I'm
that.
going to be sexy forever. And the reality is that, let's say you hit 31. Well, you're never going to be able to beat yourself at 26.
I hope I'm married and with somebody by 31. I mean,
well, if you're praying to the gods and the crystals, and you're kind of like,
I'm also like one of the youngest people here too. So
yeah, but that's irrelevant to the point. But like I'm saying, like if you're hoping and he's gonna find me or it'll just work out or whatever. I mean, this is kind of where, this is the interesting thing. One thing I've noticed about women versus men: women tend to hope, right, that things are going to happen. Versus men understand that there is no such thing as hope. I either got to get out there and make it happen, otherwise I'm going to be a loser. But we don't tell women the uncomfortable realities that like, no, there is a ticking clock for you. And the problem is that the man that you're chasing doesn't have that same clock that you do.
Yeah.
So if you're the one that actually is under some kind of urgency, wouldn't it behoove you to make a move and act with that sense of urgency to find that man?
Yes, but we're also like in a different time. Like I know that like I want a man with money, but at the same time, like I like that I make my own money and I want to like set myself up to where I have a really good income and I don't have to do OnlyFans anymore. Then I can find a man and I make a good income off of my like passive income. He makes his income and then I can be his wife and focus on being his wife.
Are you aware that men that make that kind of money are looking for different things that you might not necessarily be aware of?
Like what?
Well, for one, guys that make that kind of money typically don't care about a woman's money.
I know that.
So,
but I care about it.
But see, here's the issue.
I know.
Women put way more stake on what they care about and what they think the man wants versus what the man actually wants, which is why so many girls take L's, because they think you should be attracted to me because of my success and my money. But the reality is they don't at all. And I can say this, He's a millionaire. I'm a millionaire. All of our millionaire friends. None of us care at all about how much money a girl makes.
Not at all.
I've dated girls that work at McDonald's, Burger King, don't have a job,
CVS,
unemployment. It doesn't matter, really. You know, I mean, it's and the higher earning women tend to think that guys that make money care about their money, and it shocks me.
No, I know that they don't. Because I would go on dates with guys who like literally make millions of dollars, and they just like they're not impressed. They're not at all.
So let me ask you, why would you put so much stake in working on something?
Because I think it's impressive to like me, because I grew up where like my parents didn't give me everything. Like, you know what I mean? Like my parents didn't have a lot of money. So everything that I had growing up, I know that my dad worked extremely hard to pay for. And so growing up, like, now my parents are divorced, so my mom works extremely hard to pay for to give things to my younger sister, and my dad still works. They're separated, but they still work super hard. Our generation's like weird though. Like, yeah, I want to find love and I want to get married, but like the chances of it working out long term are so slim nowadays that it's like I want to be able to set myself up so God forbid anything were to happen, whether he dies or okay, he has money, whatever. I know that if you get a divorce, like he'll still give you child support and stuff, but like I just want to set myself up on my own.
Let me ask you a question then.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
No, there's not. And I'm going to give you a scenario here. I want you to
go. What if I find a nice ugly man who doesn't have money and I like him?
Yeah, it's not going to happen. Not the cat. That's going to be the topic of today's show. But you know what? Let's go into a dream scenario real fast, okay? Let's say I'm 32 years old right now, okay? And let's say in the next 3 years, I knew for a fact that I was going to be infertile, busting blanks. It would be great. I could bang chicks raw and do all this other crazy shit. However, I will never be able to have children after 35. But
I would marry you. I don't really want to have kids.
Let me just finish the story. I have a question at the end here that I'm going to pose to the ladies, okay?
Yeah.
So I'm 32 years old. I got 3 years, right? Before I start busting blanks. But I decide, you know what, man? I want kids. I really do. I want a family in the future, but that's not, fuck that shit. I'm going to go ahead and start a Nike collection of Jordans, sneakers, and Dunks. Okay? And that's just what I'm going to do. And if my dream woman comes along, she comes along. Do you think that's an intelligent move, knowing that I want to have kids in the future, etc.? Would that be work? I mean, I think me having Nikes and Jordans will attract women. Will it work? Do you think that's a good idea?
I mean, no.
Okay. What about you? No.
Yeah, I don't think so. No. No.
Are you asking if shoes attract women?
No. I'm just
because I love a man with nice shoes.
but the thing is that's fantastic. So you're the exception because they clearly didn't care. But what I'm saying is that I have 3 years. I have 3 years.
Okay.
To go ahead and find a chick, get married, and have kids, and that is my goal. Yet I'm going to go ahead and build up my Jordan collection, and I hope a girl's going to come along and take me seriously, and we can get married. Do you think that's a smart use of my time?
It's not smart, but there's other ways like to have children. If you have a woman that's like, okay, you can adopt a child also.
I mean, realistically speaking, most people want to have their own biological children.
But some don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what do the majority want?
I don't know what majority want.
The majority wants to have kids biologically themselves. Most people want to continue their lineage.
Yeah.
It's based, it's
then
human
I guess
nature.
no, it's not a smart use of your time.
Most people that I've noticed that adopt do it because they have to.
Yeah.
Some people do it out of charity. Fantastic for them. But most people want to have their own genetic heritage pushed. So would it be intelligent for me to do that? Start my Jordan collection?
Probably not, no.
Why not?
Because now you're focused on something else. And you're crunching with time here.
You triggered my trap card!
So why is it that women think it's okay to go ahead and pursue a career and do other frivolous things that men don't give a fuck about when they have a finite amount of time to find the man of their dreams?
I know what you're trying
I'm
to
finding
say.
the man of my dreams.
Like, look. Like, all I did was take your logic and
I know
use
you
it
did.
in a
I
scenario.
absolutely understand.
And
I know.
all of you were like, that is foolish. But we let women go ahead and do this every single day, and no one tells them the truth. Like, bro, you got a ticking time clock, and you got to make a move to get the guy. Because as you get older, your ability to have children comes down, and your sexual market value comes down. The guy you wants a younger, hotter, tighter girl. So you got to make a move now.
It's the time.
But me, right? Nah, fuck that shit. I want to get some Dunks. Yeah, because I'll tell you this. I'm dripped up and dripped down. I show up on a date. I'm fucking looking lit. I'm wearing my fucking Molestianga shoes.
Yeah.
I'm lit, baby.
I see what you did there.
See what I did there, sir?
Molestiaga.
Molestiaga. I'm dripped out, baby. The girls want me now.
Yeah.
But no, I'm stupid because I'm wasting the best years. I got 3 years to make a fucking move, and I'm over here
Oh
collecting
my God,
Jordans.
I feel like I'm getting like yelled at. Don't worry. I'm going to go home and try and find them.
No. I'm just saying. All I did was use your logic. That's all I did.
I know. I know.
He's just saying, this to summarize what he said, because I know you understand, but he's just saying, look, if you ultimately want a family and marriage, right, you should become that woman that a man actually wants. Not who you think he wants, but who he actually wants. So when he does find you, he's like, you know what? I can put aside the hoes. I can put aside the fun. She's worth it. I'm gonna just give it to her. So you're ready for it whenever he shows up. That's all we're saying here.
And hey, listen.
Yeah.
Change your career, make your money. I'm just saying that you're basically working on a side quest when the main game is to do something else.
But that means that I would have to find a man that wants to like literally pay all of my bills.
And you can.
Yeah,
I know that I can. I know. But I'm just saying.
But he has to think that you're worth it.
Absolutely. I know that.
So
I mean, I feel like a man, if you want to pursue your dreams after, some time would pass, you're doing your like obligations as a wife, he will definitely like fund your dreams.
They get tired of that though. They get tired of all that. They don't want.
I mean, what you mean?
They get tired of that.
Staying up.
They want something better, something fun, something wild. Like.
Yeah, when you find a man with money to pay your bills, like after a few, they're gonna go find themselves another girl on OnlyFans and jerk off to her.
Maybe they're gonna go on OnlyFans and jerk off or something. Fun and.
But is that really that big a deal?
No.
So why are you guys complaining about it?
Have you ever seen that like TikTok video and it's like, would you pick a man that has a lot of money but he's cheating on you, or someone who's loyal and doesn't make enough money?
Yeah, and the answer's confirmed. We talk about on this podcast all the time.
Every single time.
Yeah, I can't be with somebody.
I will close my eyes, but pay my car bill.
Look, if you want to cheat, let's do it together.
Raise the hands.